Staying on the wildfires and staying on the wine industry, we have a star with us today, winemaker Charles Smith. A great guest to have. I call you a rock star, not just because of the hair, but because of your success in the wine industry. You're
Thank you, Stuart. I appreciate
guy.
that. Yeah, I'm just, I'm doing my thing and running my race and making wine. Some of the people have done for generations, just like with the family.
Okay, we got your talking points.
Right.
Now, what on earth are you doing selling 5 of your labels, including Kung Fu Girl, which I thought was a masterly piece of marketing?
What are we going to talk about in the future? I mean, I think this is my 5th time joining you on the show. Well, the thing about it is I still, I do make Kung Fu Girl. Still,
Why did you sell?
Well, there's a
Did you need the money?
No. My business
So why did you sell?
Because I think it's just like when you raise a child, eventually they have to leave the home and go on to live the life that you raised them to live. And I think Kung Fu Girl needed to go to the next level. And the thing is, I don't want to change the culture of my company. So having 7 salespeople, and we're selling almost 1 million cases of wine a year, I believe that Kung Fu Girl, along with Boom Boom, Eve, Chateau Smith, and the Velvet Devil, need to go to another home and to have its next.
So Constellation could do better at marketing and distribution than you could.
Well, yeah, absolutely. In one regard, I have 7 salespeople. They have about 400, and they're a very successful company. And so essentially, if I want my wine, everybody have access to my wines, the more people that will allow people to have access to it, it's going to be a recipe, quote unquote, for success. So really, as a brand and as a strategy, and then of course, when you sell something economically, there's an economic windfall for the person that sells, which happens to be me, which is a good thing.
Finally, we get to it.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
You're now a very wealthy guy.
Yeah, maybe I'll get some emails today after I'm on your show, ask me for dates. Who knows?
Is that what you want?
No.
There you go.
Actually, the funny thing is, I think I've been visiting you maybe 5 times.
Yes, you have.
And the fact is that when I come down to New York, I'm like, am I going to get to see Stuart? And how fantastic is that? But no, I really appreciate it. And the thing is, I sold one of my brands. I didn't sell my dream. My dream was to make wine. I have 6 other wine projects. I have K. Vintners, Wine Substance, Sixto. I have also Casa Smith. I have B. Layton, and I also have Charles & Charles with my partner Charles Beeler. So I'm very active in the wine world.
You're still making wine.
Absolutely.
You're still pursuing a dream.
Exactly. And I'm also, because that was it.
What are you doing with the money? Real fast, what are you doing with it?
Putting it away for the future for my daughter Charlotte.
Okay.
And my family. And I take care of people in my community. All the folks that work with me, everybody benefited from it. I'm a very fortunate man.
You know why we like you on the show so much?
No, Stuart. I thought myself this morning.
Because you bring bottles of wine with you and you leave them here when you go.
Well, because the funny thing is we've never seen each other off the air, but in a way we're almost like family friends because your son is a winemaker down in Australia. So I brought these wines. I brought the Wines of Substance, Sixto Chardonnay, one of my K. Vintners, Syrah, and my most celebrated and highly allocated and scored Syrah, the Royal City. I brought them for you and for your family for the holidays.
Well, you know that my son is a winemaker in Adelaide, Australia.
That's why we're working with Chester.
We'll taste it and see if it's any good.
Fantastic. And I'm also in New York City for the Wine Spectator New York Wine Experience, which is I'm participating in that right now. We're also in the middle of Harvest and Walla Walla.
You're getting another award.
Yeah, I was nominated from Michelin Guide and Robert Parker's Wine Advocate for Winemaker of the Year.
I told everybody you're a rock star.
Isn't that something?
Look, I've got a technical question. Forgive me on this. And it's about the fires in Northern California.
Absolutely.
We just had pictures there from Robert Gray of a vineyard where some of the vines have been burned. Okay,
right.
They're gone.
Absolutely.
But I'm thinking, what about the vines that are still alive? With the smoke going over them. Does that affect the taste of the wine when you harvest the grapes eventually?
It can. It depends on the concentration, and it also depends on the time and the grapes' maturation cycle. Because there's times where the cells, it's complicated, it's science, the cells are open and they allow smoke in. But literally, unless you're right next to it, just like ourselves, we can breathe in smoke, but there's so much oxygen around us, it doesn't really adversely affect us. As it goes in, it goes out. And the same with the grape. The wine industry, has had episodes of smoke taint. It's very rare, once in a blue moon.
That's good news.
It's good news, and there's so many wonderful people in, the wine industry, are, as a nation, are emotional, and our viticultural home really is California. I'm a Washington winemaker, but I'm from Sacramento, California, and I have many friends who make wines around California, and it's It's really awful. I mean, I got a call from one of the folks that work with me, and his sister's house burnt to the ground in Santa Rosa.
We hate to hear this.
We do hate to hear this.
But Charles Smith, it's great to have you in New York. You are a rock star. You're getting another award, and we congratulate you on that.
Thank you, Stuart. So nice to see you.
You too. So leave the wine right there.
I will. Say hi to your son for me, and say hi to Chester. Take care.
We shall.
Thank you.